The humid air hit me as I stepped out of the airport in Bangkok, backpack on my shoulders and barely any money in my pocket. My dream of exploring Thailand was real, but my bank account told a different story. This journey wouldn't be about luxury, it would be about real experiences and challenges. I was determined to discover the true heart of Thailand, even if it meant living on just a few dollars a day. Could I survive and even thrive with so little? The idea was both scary and freeing. Back home, life was about planning and worrying about money. Here, I had to let go. I looked at the bustling city, the unreadable signs, the smells of street food, and felt a strange sense of calm. My plan: be open to everything, say yes to new experiences, talk to strangers, and not let my lack of funds stop me. This trip was about collecting moments, not souvenirs. I wanted to understand the culture from the inside, not just observe it from a tour bus. This mindset became my most valuable currency, opening doors money never could. So, with a hopeful smile, I took my first steps into the unknown. I was a traveler with an empty wallet, but a full heart. The best things in life aren't things. They're the connections we make and the memories we create. This journey was my chance to prove it. I was ready to embrace challenges and celebrate small victories. Thailand was waiting, and I was ready to explore it in the most authentic way possible. This is the story of how I did it, and how you can too. Sometimes, the richest adventures begin with the smallest budgets. Let's see how far a little courage and curiosity can take you. Bangkok was a whirlwind, huge, intimidating, and alive. My first challenge: get from the airport to my cheap hostel without blowing my budget. I found the public bus system, showed my destination to a local, and was pointed to the right bus. The ride was long, bumpy, and cost almost nothing. Watching the city through the window, I felt like a real explorer. Walking became my main mode of transport. My feet ached, but I discovered hidden alleys, quiet temples, and lively markets. The best way to understand a city is to get lost in it, and getting lost is free. I learned a few Thai phrases. Even a simple smile went a long way. Canal boats offered a cheap, scenic way to see a different side of Bangkok. Homes on stilts, people doing laundry in the river. My hostel was basic but safe, and a great place to meet other travelers. We shared tips, found free concerts, and discovered temples with free meditation classes. We formed a small community, helping each other navigate the city on a budget. You don't need a lot of money to have a rich experience, just courage and a willingness to connect. Bangkok was tough, but incredibly rewarding. Every day was an adventure in resourcefulness. The city's chaos became my classroom. I learned to trust strangers and trust myself. The less I spent, the more I experienced. Bangkok taught me that adventure is everywhere, if you're willing to look. Sometimes the best stories start with a bus ticket and a little bravery. And in Bangkok, every street corner had a new story waiting. Accommodation is usually a traveler's biggest expense, but I had to get creative. I signed up for a hospitality exchange website, connecting with locals offering a free bed. My first host, Dao, welcomed me into her family's small apartment in Bangkok. They shared their home, food, and stories, true Thai hospitality. I helped with English homework, learned to cook curry, and was treated like family. It was more than a place to sleep, it was a window into Thai life. Volunteering was another way to find free accommodation. On a family-run organic farm in northern Thailand, I worked a few hours a day for a bed and meals. Mornings planting vegetables, afternoons exploring waterfalls and hills. The work was hard but satisfying, and I felt connected to the land and people. These experiences taught me that accommodation can be the heart of your journey. I saved money, but gained priceless memories and friendships. Trusting in people's generosity transformed my trip. With a bit of planning and flexibility, the rewards were immeasurable. I learned that when you open your heart, people open their homes. The best places to stay aren't always found online. They're found through connection. My journey was richer for every couch, farm, and family that welcomed me. Sometimes the world's greatest luxury is a free bed and a warm welcome. I worried about food, but Thailand's street food was the answer. Every corner had stalls offering delicious meals for $1 or $2. Pad Thai, noodle soups, spicy papaya salad, grilled meats, mango sticky rice. Each meal was an adventure. My rule: eat where the locals eat. Busy stalls meant good, safe, cheap food. I learned to point, smile, and use my few Thai phrases. Vendors were always patient. Eating on a plastic stool by the road became my favorite dining experience. I shopped at local markets for fresh fruit, rambutans, pineapple for pennies. Avoiding touristy convenience stores saved money and gave me a glimpse into daily life. Sometimes I was invited to share meals with locals, Dow's family, the farm crew. These meals were about more than food, they were about community and connection. Food became a universal language, bringing people together. My fear of going hungry vanished. I ate better and more adventurously than ever. Street food and markets kept my budget intact and my spirit full. The best meals were the simplest, shared with new friends. In Thailand, I learned that eating well doesn't require a big budget. The real feast is in the flavors, the company, and the stories shared. Every meal was a celebration of culture and kindness. I left the table richer in experience, not poorer in cash. Getting around Thailand on a budget was easier than I thought. The train system was fantastic. I took a third-class overnight train from Bangkok to Chiang Mai for next to nothing. Wooden benches, open windows, and a rolling view of rice paddies and jungles. I shared snacks and smiles with local families, bought cheap meals from vendors, and woke up to mountain scenery. For shorter trips, I used local buses and songthaews, pickup trucks with benches in the back. Squeezed in with monks and market-goers, every ride was an adventure. In small towns, I walked everywhere, discovering hidden temples and quiet cafes. Slowing down saved money and revealed more of Thailand's beauty. Travel isn't a race. The journey is as important as the destination. The cheapest transport often led to the richest experiences. I connected with people and places in ways I never could from a taxi. Sometimes, the best way to see a country is to travel like a local. Not every day was easy. In Chiang Mai I woke up sick, alone, broke, and scared. The guest house owner Ma Li noticed I hadn't left my room. She brought me rice soup, herbal tea, and a cool cloth for my forehead. Despite the language barrier, her kindness was clear. She took me to a local clinic, helped translate, and made sure I got affordable care. Mei Li refused repayment, simply saying, "We take care of each other." Her compassion turned my crisis into a lesson in vulnerability and gratitude. I realized that human connection transcends language and culture. After a few days I recovered, thanks to the kindness of a stranger. That experience deepened my appreciation for Thai generosity. I overcame the challenge not through strength but through accepting help. The darkest moments can reveal the brightest kindness. My scariest day became one of my most treasured memories. Travel isn't just about places, it's about people. Sometimes the greatest comfort comes from unexpected friends. I learned to accept help and trust in the goodness of others. Even on a shoestring, you're never truly alone. Kindness is the best medicine. The people I met became the highlight of my trip. Budget travel forced me out of my comfort zone and into real connections. I made friends with backpackers, teaming up to explore, share rides, and cook together. We bonded over our shared dreams and limited resources, but the most meaningful friendships were with locals. I chatted with street food vendors, played checkers in parks, and joined family picnics by waterfalls. These spontaneous moments happened because I was present and open. A smile was my best tool. Friendship needs no translation. I learned to respect local customs, dress modestly, and greet with a why. People appreciated my effort and welcomed me into their lives. These friendships are my true souvenirs. I still keep in touch with many. The world felt smaller and kinder with every new friend. Travel is about people, not just places. The best journeys are shared. To truly experience Thailand, I had to leave the tourist trail. My budget pushed me to explore cheaper, less visited places, often the most authentic. In a small Isan village, I was the only foreigner. At first I felt out of place, but smiles turned curiosity into welcome. I learned silk weaving, helped plant rice, and joined in village festivals. These moments were raw, real, and unforgettable. I witnessed traditions, shared meals, and listened to local music. I wasn't a consumer of culture, I was a respectful guest. The best memories came from saying yes to spontaneous invitations. Off-the-beaten-path adventures required courage, but the rewards were immense. I saw the real Thailand and made genuine connections. Sometimes the richest stories are found far from the guidebooks. The heart of a country beats strongest in its quiet corners. Thailand taught me that adventure doesn't require a big budget, just an open heart. I came home richer in memories, friendships, and life lessons. The world is kind and welcoming if you approach it with respect. You don't need to be fearless, just brave enough to start. Save a little, learn a few phrases, and take the first step. Your dream adventure is closer than you think. Travel breaks down barriers and builds understanding. If my story inspires you, remember, adventure is for everyone. Don't let fear or money hold you back. The world is waiting for you to explore it. Start planning your own budget adventure today. You'll come back with more than photos. You'll return with a new perspective. Go out there and create your own incredible story. Sometimes the best journeys begin with nothing but hope.